LP Master 6! And welcome to, never mind. I couldn't hear anything. I thought I went deaf for a moment. It wasn't even that loud. Anyway, last time I left you off and I went to grind in Magic Camp for however long, over the period of a few days. So now Nintendo is level 19. He learned Healing Gamma, which I don't remember what that heals, but that's very good. I don't know if he had any of that before, like PSI Shield Alpha. Is that it? Okay, well, he's essentially the same. No, don't get out of that. And we got Lloyd, level 14. Last you saw him, he was level 1, and he's got all the good equipment. I gave him the Fire Pendant as opposed to Nintendo's H2O Pendant. I looked it up. The H2O Pendant blocks PSI Fire, and the Fire Pendant blocks PK Freeze, not PSI. PK. So PK Fire and PK Freeze. Okay, we need to stop lollygagging. Ooh, wait. I'm going to show you how much money we have, because I don't know. Oh, wait. I just spent all our money. Why would we have that much? Okay, well, you know what? It's good to know anyway. We're going to waste some time. Just wasting time. Just wasting time. Good thing there's nothing to spend money on yet. I'm very grateful for that. Okay, well, we have not seen... Should I go to the map? Up there, Union Station. Remember, everybody said it was blocked off. The railroad tracks don't lead anywhere. If you go south, you can follow the railroad tracks. But there are extremely powerful monsters nearby, so you might not want to do that. Okay, technically this is a new class of set of enemies, so I'll keep this in. I don't see why not. We just started. I'm all riled up. I got lots of things to talk about. A lot happened over the week and a half. Let's see. My girlfriend got approved for disability, so she is officially declared disabled by the United States government, and I'm officially her caretaker. And so that's a little extra money that I get to save. You know, save up for the future, save up for that retirement, that AARP, that Social Security. Even though I get everything handed to me in life, so, this just, it kind of adds on to it. Why is it only little saucers? So that's not all I want to fight. I want to fight the new enemies. There's lots of new enemies around here. But no, we just get to keep seeing the same old boring little saucers. We get it, there's aliens in the game. EarthBound. They're bound for Earth. They're aliens. The game's about aliens coming to Earth. Jesus Christ. That's not funny. I'm sorry. If you check that, it doesn't say anything interesting, so I'm going to ignore that. I think this is the way to go. Yeah, south. That little alcove there. It's just an alcove, just a little alcove dead end. Nintendo found a pass that someone had left behind. Nintendo picked up the pass. Ooh, what does it say? I'm not used to this. I've only started doing this on this Let's Play. Printed on it, Duncan Factory employee. Ooh, very useful. Because as you recall, we are going to the Duncan Factory. Duncan's Factory. Okay, it's just going to show us the same old boring enemies, so I might as well keep it in anyway, because the fights are taking 2 seconds since I've grinded 3 times in this game, so we're kind of powerful. Nothing is really a threat to us yet. But the Duncan's Factory isn't as unpresidential, undangerous. It's more dangerous, okay? Not, overbearing fights, but decent ones. Is this the way? Oh, it's not the way. There's so many useless grounds to walk on. Oh my god, it's the same fights. Okay, stop talking about that. Talk about interesting stuff. What is something interesting that has been going on? Well, we gave the cats flea medicine, and they're allowed back in. And our cat Prune, found a dead shrew behind our couch or somewhere, and is going to town playing with that dead shrew outside. She didn't want to go outside. She was trying to get away from the other cats because the other cats and I were curious. And that was fun. That's my dead shrew story of the day. What else do we have? Ooh, my roommate Cole, his dog died of cancer. She was diagnosed with lymphoma, led to cancer, because she was really sick for a long time and nobody knew what was wrong. Turns out she got cancer. And then his parents came over for the local high school's band competition because Cole's sister wanted to go see it. I hate band so much in high school, but oh, we're coming up on our boss. This factory is Mr. Duncan's private property. Let's see your pass. I spoiled that it was a boss. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that. This pass is expired. You must have stolen it. Suspicious creature. Look me in the eye. I stayed silent for that foreboding dance. And it's a stray dog. Don't worry, future me, when you're editing this. My reaction time was a little late there. It usually is. It makes it hard to edit and make sure the audio is all synced up. For future reference, me, don't try syncing by singing to a bass line of a song. I did that twice and it made editing awful. Okay. No, oops. Welcome to Duncan Factory. Or Duncan Factory. I don't remember. We're going to go with Duncan Factory because it's the Duncan company owned by Mr. Duncan. I just spat everywhere. Okay, so I'm not moving because I want you to know that this part of the game, this is probably, I wouldn't say the hardest dungeon, it's the hardest to get through because, oh my god, it's huge, the encounter rates are horrid, it's just unpleasant all around. Oh, that's another reason it's unpleasant. These little scrappers got PK Beam Alpha and I'm not having that. Basically, if anything gets like 50 HP or below, I'm going to want to Life Up Alpha it or Big Bag it. No, we're going to use our PSI. We still got plenty. You know, I probably should save it, but I'm not. Okay, let's get a move on. We don't have time for all this standing around and gawking at everything. Alright, I know that the goal is up the ladders. Oh no, please computer, stop. So I'm not going to do that. Basically, the Duncan company, as we already know, is really shady and it's trying to build a strip joint. It's got these huge explosive factories. So it's got lots of advanced robotics. There's only 5 enemies in here. I don't know if I said that already. So we've already seen 2 of them. So I'm not going to show this whole factory because it's all useless items. There's a few good ones. And then there's your required path and goal. And not all the rooms lead anywhere good either. So be warned. Yeah, let's go right first. Because we're... Yep. Okay. Oh, that is kind of good. I don't think they're as good as I always think they are. Probably because I save them so much. Like... hold on to them so dearly and save them for good moments, and I end up saving them until after they're really useful. So don't do that. But only Lloyd can use those. He's the only character who can use explosive items, which makes up for his lack of psychic abilities. I don't know if this goes very far. Oh, another old robot. Okay, what was something else I was talking about? Oh, so his parents came over. Or his dad and his sister. His dad has like $15,000 worth of debt. Something like that. $5,000? I can't remember. And he said, oh, we're going to find out what's killing the dog. He said, oh, I found a little bit of mold in her water. And he said, oh, I found a bit of mold in your dog's water too. He didn't say that to me, of course. A bomber! Oh no. I did not heal. You kind of want to heal here because... occasionally, bombers can throw super bombs, I think, if I'm remembering correctly. I might be thinking of something entirely different. But occasionally they can be devastating, but most of the time they're going to trip and fall. They can throw regular bombs, which is semi-devastating, but it's okay. Yep, this leads nowhere. Perfect. There is a lot of that in here. This is really time-consuming and annoying, if you ask me. We're going to keep going this way because I saw that over there. Ooh, what's that? Probably a room of nothing because there's plenty of those. Okay. So, they decide, oh, yeah, your dog's got this really rare disease caused by moldy water. It's easy to cure. We're going to cure the dog. We're going to make sure the dog gets plenty of attention while you're gone. So, instead of taking your best friend... and instead of leaving your best friend here with you when she needs it, we're going to take her away. And she died. like the next day or two, when they took her back to Oklahoma. And I called the vet and told them today while I was saying, hey, is there a discount I can get for getting 5 cats fixed at once? They said no. And I told them, oh yeah, that dog you've been treating for months is dead. And they said, oh yeah, we heard. And the mom acted like she didn't want us to tell, the son, Cole, ooh, Fireball. They can use, guess what? The thing Nintendo resists with that H2O pendant. Since that's here, shouldn't I get that to Lloyd? I'm not. It would make perfect sense to, but I'm not doing it. I refuse. I can't bear to do it. I can't bear to switch it. Wait, we can't do that anyway. So you have to have something else to equip over it. You can't just unequip items. Phew. My OCDs. What's the word? It's saved, survived, content, happy. I've only been going for 12 minutes. I'm still learning on how to talk over an RPG. I can do this. They do a lot of guarding. Enemies that guard are annoying. And so they were like, yeah, the mother was kind of being overbearing. We didn't know what was going on. So I had to clarify that, Cole's parents didn't have a malicious intent, I guess is the word, in taking the dog away. But then I called a vet, a little farther from our house, and they were like, oh yeah, you get a discount. And they were wanting $114 at the vet that we normally go to for getting a cat fix, and they said, yeah, I'm sorry, we can't give you a discount because we're the cheapest around. Then I called the nearest vet to them, and they were like, oh yeah, $95 instead of $114, plus you get a few dollars off every cat. I was like, oh, okay. And then I called this third vet just to make sure, and they were like, ooh, $160. It was useless. But I didn't hang up the phone immediately. Finally, the final enemy. Nintendo can, in my past experience, most of the time take them out at once, but just barely. Oh my god. Oh, I didn't heal Lloyd again. So I never know whether to have Lloyd attack the extra robot, because Dr. Distorto I don't think ever shows up by himself. I think he's always got a robot. So basically these are the mad scientists that are creating the robots and explosives and things, and that's it. That's all the enemies. So I've still got God knows how long to go in this dungeon, and I get to fight them over and over again. No, not healing, please. Ooh, it keeps the who up after you press something and cancel it. Wow, what fascinating knowledge. I've enriched your lives like the reading rainbow. And oftentimes you'll get out of a battle and be like, where am I? I don't remember. Did we go up or down the ladder? There's still a Dr. Distorto here. I'm going to keep this in. But I think after a certain point, I'm just going to stop and either speed it up, which is, I think, what Chugga Conroy did now that I'm remembering. Why does he do 57 and sometimes 71? And it's whichever one I don't do. Either way, Lloyd either wastes his turn or... No, Lloyd goes second, so I'm going to do this. Lloyd wastes his turn, or, we get 2 attacks wrathed on us. Please don't be Lloyd. Oh my god, why does this happen? I don't even know if there's beam protection gear in this game. You better go first. Buster. Stop calling everything Buster lately. I say the same things quite a bit. It is currently 9:38 p.m. October 25th, 2018. Oh, God, my balls are itchy, dude. I've already run out of interesting things to say. I'm nothing but a shell of a man. We had therapy today. My girlfriend did, and he spent the whole time talking to me, making sure that, her problems aren't overbearing on me, or that I'd be jealous or of something. And something most people would be. And it made me think about how I cope with emotions very well. At my aunt's funeral, I told this story today. I didn't cry. I didn't show any emotion, and my mom seemed upset with me. And then when my dog died, I cried. And, you know, you all really only cry at somebody's death for selfish reasons. And that's not a bad thing. That's just something that I don't do. Because I cope too quickly. Either that, or there's a small chance that I bury my feelings all deep inside of me, and one day they're gonna come out, and I'm gonna lose control. You know, like busting a move. I'm really lost. I have a map pulled up. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I've got an MAP right up there on my computer. I'm not looking at it. I have to go away from this other tab to look at it. I'm not gonna leave it up because I'm just gonna be staring at it, and it's gonna be awful. But at the end, I will tell you every item, or I'll just cut back for every item. That, like for every good item, I'll cut back, and then at the end, I'll give you a list of all the shitty little items. I guess I'll put them on screen because I don't want to really read through those. And there could be multiples in there. The way starmin.net lists it, it doesn't tell you how many, so I don't want to have to read the map and tell you. That's a lot of work. Plus, if they're shitty items, who cares? We're already in the 2-0, baby. Like 20th Fox, even though this is 21st century, and they probably feel stupid for naming their company that. Just kidding, because they were founded in the 20th century. But why would they call themselves 20th century? They weren't invented at the turn of the 20th century. I've never heard of them being around in like 1913. For example, I don't know why that's the year that popped in my head. I'll be right back. Okay. Okay, I'm going to keep this in. This is, I think, the last fight I'm going to show. Because it's a good old fireball. And we've only seen 2 of those. I think this is the 3rd. So I think we've seen at least 3 of every enemy so far. Oh, God. Please. Wait, I should have healed, shouldn't I? No, because N10 is a powerhouse with that aluminum bat. Also, I love how it shows the experience on the screen at all times. So it just shows you how far you've grown, how far you've come in this beautiful journey. Heal, Lloyd, what are you doing? Okay, so after this, I'm just going to cut away and only show you the good stuff, because there's nothing interesting about this. It's not like I'm not showing the game. It's play it for yourself or look up a guide to this dungeon, because it's not interesting to watch. It's not interesting to play either. This is, I mean, it's not really a complaint I have with the game. It's more like a, I don't know. Because I can see why they did it. They just, I guess it's the fight system in general. It's not annoying. Well, it's annoying, but it's not bad. Does that make sense? Alright, I'll see you guys when I pick up something good forever from now, and I'll be stuck in this chair until then, even though I really want to get up and walk around.